Tuolla se yhden mies, joka oli menettänyt ne jalat. Toi pyörätuolissa.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna. Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear. Just remember she's expecting you.
Scratchia eikä
She's
sitä.
extending the olive branch. Don't drop it.
Niin.
Sitä. Mikä se on?
I still have time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone saw Dennis. Now doesn't seem like the best time to bother her.
Että tien toisella puolella on se kahvila, missä se muitteli ottaa.
Joo, niin minä yritin samalla.
Now doesn't seem
Vaikka
like the
näyttää
best
siltä,
time
että
to bother her.
No ei mennä.
se oli. Mut sun piti kysellä ihmisiltä täällä ensin, että onko ne nähnyt Dennisitä. Mutta
Very americano.
I came here every morning before work to share a coffee with Anna. She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
American dream.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place? Feels like a ghost town sometimes, except ghosts haven't bothered leaving.
Ja nyt kuitenkin menet sinne kahvilaan.
Eikö nyt tarvitsisi mennä?
Ei, kun sun piti kysellä Dennisin perää. Tässä oli ulkona ensin.
Jaha, että sä sanoit, että pitää ulkona kysellä. Mä ajattelin, että kysellä tuolla kahvilassa myöskin Dennisin perään.
Sitä mä en tiedä, pystyykö sen tekemään, mutta...
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam.
Sä sanoin, että pitää
is that
ulkona
you?
kysyä. Sä
Dear,
kysyt Dennisin
please,
perään.
could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right,
Se oli toi, joka
coffee for
lähetteli sille
you
niitä
and
tekstareita.
hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Niin siis toi karhukainen.
Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow maybe?
Ikean mukit.
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that
Wow.
language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
And you did.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Ah, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to...
Have you seen Dennis since yesterday?
Have you not learned to not interrupt people when they're talking, Sam?
I don't have time
No.
for small talk today.
As
Olisi
rude as
katsot vaan,
ever,
jos se olisi
I
odottanut, että
haven't
se
seen
puhuisi
Dennis.
vasta
You
niin
have a
olisiko
nice
se,
day.
ollut keskeyttämättä.
Ehkä se ei sitten ollut toi kahvila.
The cost. Right, so the overhead would
You seem real
be-
engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. Or trying to.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
Tuleeko sinne franchising?
I didn't think I'd see the day where you'd consider a franchise contract.
Ha! Only the day God calls for me. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
Mitä farmasi?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in
Kortti
return?
löytyi sieltä lattialta.
Dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other. Every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
Maksa.
You still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've
The
never
only-
had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not that my margins have been cutting it lately. It's just been a bit slow the last few years. All over town, really.
I know you'll still be here when the rest of the town is gone. You're too tough.
Maybe. Maybe. But you know us. We always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day. But here we are.
I'll talk to you later. Good luck with your books.
Sä haluat kertoa noita...
Mä jaksan kunasta.
Mikä se ei ollut tää kahvila, mutta...
En usko, että täällä on... mitään muuta kahvilaa.
Hey man, thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh right, you're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring Basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet, there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Mitä arvasit?
Se rupeaa kujuttamaan sen. Mä. Lähdetpä sieltä tosta takaa.
Oi voi.
Cowboy must have lost his keys. Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much. Good to see someone finally knows how to take care of a plant. It's basic, yet so many people manage to mess it up.
Sulla on jännä muotoiset varpaat. Kun mä sanoisin, että kaikilla ihmisillä on. Kun rupeaa katsoa ihmisten varpaita, niin ne on tosi oudon niinku sellaisia perusvarpaita ei ole oikein kellään.
Okei.
Rupeapa katsomaan. Perussormia on paljon useammalla kuin perusvarpaita.
Mitäs perusneliö?
No perusneniäkin löytyy. Mutta nenissäkin on hirveän paljon erilaisuuksia.
Koska kyllä paljon vielä tossa.
Mutta yksi on edelleen tupakka. Toi on Anni.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Mitäs kirkko? Oliko se kirkko?
Kyllä sanoisin, että on kirkko. Täällä tää jalat on myös.
Jalata mies.
A statue honoring miners. Pretty meaningless now. Religion's kind of like genetics. If your parents had it, you probably do too. Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It
Yes,
should matter
yes.
to every
Right on.
West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
They don't use light bulbs, they use candles.
2. One to hold the light bulb, the other to rotate the planet.
Not bad. The one I have in store is 3. 1 to replace the light bulb, 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
Jep.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, just not the kind of funny you laugh at. So, you still want to hear the story?
No.
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. It didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strikebreakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force, Union men. Met the strikebreakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that battle. Blood spilled for what we have now. Oh.
It definitely makes for one hell of a story.
There's heroes everywhere. Heroes who died for what I have. So, I do my part. Feel I owe it to them.
I get it.
I think you do. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now.
Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock. Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long.
Näköjään ihan kauhean.
Heard you showed up yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, It ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight.
Mistä on musiikkilapka?
Se on, näyttää aika kiinni olevalta.
Missä tossa on toi farmasia? Sekin on kiinni. Sweets. Se luki sweets 2 iillä.
Onko mulle vettä?
Yo, get out the way!
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Shh, fuck you.
That's enough.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them. Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon. Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes
Siellä
you the
oli
way
joku
you're always
juitti, joka ei
so...
suostunut väistämään. Sitten tuli sanahappokauppa.
It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood.
Why not ask the pharmacist?
And let him know I might have something like that? Ew, he's basically a stranger.
Look, have you seen Dennis?
Mä en ole lääkäri.
I saw him yesterday. We exchanged pleasantries. At the wake? Oh, I saw you too.
Hei,
Given
mä
his
sutkin
condition
siellä.
yesterday, he might have come in here. You walloped him. Why not ask the pharmacist? I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
Ihanaa.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Was it?
Näytti ihan kuin taisi olla tamponi niinku noita paketteja, mitä tossa on.
Täällä oli tommonen pyörä ja penkillä se sleeping pills.
Hyy.
Haisee aika paha.
Voi voi.
He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you were
Junior.
here. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Yeah, I got to hear all about it secondhand. Really not my finest hour.
I would say not, after your barroom brawl. I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys. But you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
Itse sit.
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
A pill pusher who doesn't want to push pills. That's a new one.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you
Mutta
make
Basswood.
sales. But you don't get to know
Mutta-
anyone, ever. Plus, if
Mutta
I'm being
pakko.
honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small
Varmaan
mountain
käy.
town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Sure thing. What is it?
Se oli
I knew
Walter.
I could count
Tuo oli
on
se
you.
iso tyyppi.
I was hoping the Basswood jungle could
Iso
run a
tyyppi.
piece about me. You see, some of the
Iso
older
mies.
folks see me
Yeah.
as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Lukemaan lehteä. Hävisi se asiakas, kun ne juttele tankaan.
Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it. Hey, Kathy.
Oh, Sam. What can I do you for?
Ei kun niin, tää se on...
Dennis hasn't come in today,
Oh.
has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry I missed that. You could both use the thumping. But I left early to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what
Hey,
I...
I
se ole
just
sanonut
want her to
mitään.
be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but
Puhuttu mitään mistä
don't-
murhasta missään kohtaa. Ehkä se
I
on
don't-
humalassa
I
puhunut.
don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
Jos on asiakkaita, niin
No one in here was much help.
Missä me sitten tehdään tennitsiä?
Varmaan joku sinne.
Town Hall. Kuinka paljon tänne päin enää pääsee?
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free
Tossa se on.
country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
Ei vai.
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but
En tiedä.
it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or...
Listen.
Declan, I've got places to be.
Right.
Come on.
Don't need me gabbing at you all day like I was Christina or something. Woo! That girl could talk. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for
Ollutkaan
him?
Dennis tossa.
I
right.
wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Ei halua pitää sinua poliisin officerina. Mene. Portteihin varmaan päättyy tämä lue.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Town Hall. Mä veikkaan, että on toi. Näyttää siltä.
Se on Basswood Jungle.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
Poliisi töissä ja se kahvila pitää töissä.
Tuo on siis lehti.
Jaa.
At least the Basswood Jungle is still standing.
Lehtitoimisto.
Nyt en osaa sanoa. Nyt on mun mielestä kierretty tää koko...
Oh.
Tästä me lähettiin.
Joku auto siinä ei oo. Joku parkkeeraihminen sattuu täällä kyllä.
No niin, vähän autoja.
Sanoks, että se pitää mennä sinne?
Puhuks tää nyt?
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Wow. Kiitos, hyvin.
Joo, hyvä piirtämään. Se oli ihan kirafin näköinen.
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah, I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
I haven't found anything yet. I don't think.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science.
Have you seen Dennis today?
What? No, I haven't. Were you even listening to me?
No.
I shouldn't be surprised. No one listens to me.
I was listening. I just need to find Dennis.
If you hear anything about what happened to my dad, let me know. Otherwise,
Se mitä semmosia
just leave me alone.
Downsonalle. Hahmoille. Kyllä tässä piti vaan kierrellä tarpeeksi pitkään.
Käyt sä siellä kahvilassa?
Mä luulen, että se on kahvilaan mentävä. Tää on edelleen ihan se tuoto. Ja...
Toi yksi on edelleen tuppakausi.
Se on edelleen tupakka.
Mä luulen, että jos mulla olisi tommonen työntekijä, niin se ei pitkään olisi edes Suomessa.
Vaan silloin se on lakisääteinen ruokatauko, jos se käyttää sen tupakin polttelemista. Siis oliko se alussa, että pitää mennä tänne kahvilaan?
Ei, mutta sehän sovitte eilen Annan kanssa, että treffit kahvilaan. Eikä mä tiedä, on siellä se Anna.
Se ei ollut aikaisemmin täällä.
Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Iso lusikka.
Oh.
Sam! Glad you came.
Of course. I said I would.
I can still be glad about it. So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
Vetäjää.
I was so wasted at that point, it's all just a big, heavy blur.
Yeah. After saying I didn't want to drink, I went home and drank. Long night.
Yeah, sounds about right. We all deal with stress in our own ways. I apparently hit Dennis. Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in.
She might slow me down. Or try to involve the cops.
She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help.
I woke up
Joo, niin sä
today
kertomassa.
and my shirt was covered in blood.
Blood? What happened?
I don't know.
You tell me.
Last night, pills and alcohol mixed. It's all a blur. That's why I'm looking for Dennis.
Have you tried the Basswood jungle? He likes to work weekends.
No, not yet. I'll do that right now.
Sam, is there anything I can do to help? Oh, nah. I'm just gonna do my own thing. Oh, Sam, what have you done?